So I got this message from the King James Bible. There is a way which seemeth right unto man, but at the end thereof are the ways of death. And I could have started this a lot earlier. I was kind of goofing around with the camera equipment and different things that I needed to do in order to make this functional. And so this format should be better. This format should work because I have better equipment now. Okay. So going back, King James, New King James says, there is a way that seems right to man, but its end is the way of death. New International, NIV, there is a way that appears to be right, but in the end leads to death. NLT, there is a path before each person that seems right, but it ends in death. ESV, there is a way that seems right to man, but its end is the way to death. Berean Standard Bible, there is a way that seems right to man, but its end is the way of death. Basically the same as ESV. NAS, the New American Standard, there is a way which seems right to a person, but its end is the way of death. The one I read was the Geneva, which is not here, I don't think. The Catholic translation, there's translations from Aramaic. The Lamsa Bible says, there is a way which seems right to a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. There's the Peshitta Holy Bible translated, there is a way that men think is right, and its ways are the ways of death. The Brenton Septuagint translation, there is a way which seems to be right with men, but the ends of it reach to the depths of hell. It's pretty crazy. Catholics in the public domain say, there is a way which seems to be just to a man, but its conclusion leads to death. The New American Bible for Catholics, sometimes a way seems right, but the end of it leads to death! Exclamation point. All right, this is the second journal for the day, June 4th. Now it's about an hour later, it's 1:47. And this thought came to me. Had my breakfast, had my food, had my coffee, have my vape. So the thing is, I was meditating. In your daily rituals, there is I have micro focuses of meditation. I believe everybody does too. You just have to be aware of it. For me, what I came to the conclusion of is that an analogy, metaphor, storytelling are the best ways to communicate. Here's one. The flesh is weak, but the spirit is willing. Meaning, your body, your desires, your habits, they will betray you. But in that motion of everything that you're doing, the shame, the guilt, the tingling feeling, the nervous system going haywire or telling you, hey, don't do this. That's the spirit. That's the spirit communicating to you, telling you, don't do this, don't go through with this, you got anxiety, you got this, you got that. That's different than a brain reaction saying, alert, 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 danger. But that can also be the spirit. The spirit is also warning you there's danger approaching. So I had to cut the previous part out because I was going in a weird tangent, and that was also the flesh and the spirit. The flesh is weak, but the spirit is willing. Okay, so the immediate, I have to take a dump. This is a physical need. This is my desires of my body. These are the things that will alleviate me, relieve me. And then the other part is spiritual. It says existential because money's not a physical thing. Sure, you can give dollars, but the value of that is not real. The values agreed upon all are made believe, right? But that's not to say, okay, wrong word, not real. It's not pertinent to life. It is real, it's physical, just like air is real and physical. And we calculate it, we harness it, we drink it, we absorb it, we inhale, exhale. So air is like money. It's lucid, it's wavering, it's up in the sky. It is a concept agreed upon. But this flesh, where people are thinking this dollar bill gets me food, that's what I need. Where wealth is different than that. Like billionaires, like the way Dave Ramsey talks about it, it's different than that. It's future, it's spiritual, it's you're like storing away treasures as inheritance, not as greed. Pass it down, Abrahamic kind of concept, law. Another passage. Worse than the unbeliever is a man who does not take care of his family, a man who doesn't provide. And going back to my first entry, this is where I feel selfish because I'm not ready for that. I want to be, but my life is in shambles right now. Like, I spent the whole week without employment. I'll be paid for that week as my benefits all get cashed out from getting fired over there at UT. And that's an existential threat in a sense because now I'm relieved. My life is relieved, but I'm also feeling the flesh. The spirit, the paying the rent part is now the existential part. But I've maneuvered my budget to at least cover next month if, right? This month's paid for, electricity is about to be paid. Next month, electricity needs to be paid. So I got to start thoughtfully making sure I'm not using as much now, right? And being gone for 9 hours is definitely a good way to prevent using too much electricity. Being at work, but I get free from 11 to 6 a.m. So what is that? So it's 2 p.m. basically, 13:53, and 9 hours from now, I'll have free electricity. I signed up to a program that gives me, it's like a solar power bullshit. During the day, it uses peak hour pricing, but then at night, it's free-ish. I recall it being free at night when I signed up to the program. If it's reduced, that's still good. But I'm using it a lot at night, so because my schedule did that. Okay, this video will not be as long as the last one. So my existential dread is the rent. Immediate physical is now I need to find the job. So to get that cash. I applied for Walmart. I applied for the church, but the church is telling me it might not even happen until the end of July. Maybe be pushed back because of everybody moving to the new building. If the timeline is still straight. But getting that building with City Reach debt-free, millions and millions of dollars, and then they got handed a $1 million check. I'm like, it sounds like people have to expand. It sounds like it has to expand. Even if I don't get paid, I still want to serve and I still want to give my ideas because I think that was the purpose of me attaining all of these skill sets. Obviously for myself, for the immediate flesh, getting work, but the reward would be the spirit in the future, gaining that foundation, being able to lay down that road, being able to lay down for the house. And, Brandon Carter and other people say, Ramsey, everybody is saying, get 2 jobs, get 3 jobs. If I could get 3 jobs like Brandon Carter did, then I will do that. If I will do that for 3 months, stack up that cash, put it in savings, put it away, pay off the debt, and then keep the one job that I think has the most potential. Typically, that job will have to not be physical. Even though I like to go to the gym and maintain, maintenance is different than physical labor. Physical labor will destroy your body, as I discovered with the minor tendonitis with Amazon. But at that moment, when I was at my peak, I wasn't working out as much because then I had my life with Olivia. And as I had said in the last video, I think we were supposed to be the team. We were great as a team at work. We were great as a team, well, with the whole insecurity thing. Probably we weren't good as a team, as a relationship. But anyway, I'm gonna go to the gym at 2:30 and network with Planet Fitness, with Rusty, with that manager, because that's the next step I need to take. As long as I'm applying to one thing a day, like very calculated, and find my way to an application, I should be good, because in 30 days, that's 30 job opportunities. But I'm also going to physically network with people in the area, but also there's a luncheon happening this Friday. I'm going to go in person and I'm going to talk to people. The idea here is that now I use this camera for media production. And I'm editing these journals just for fun, but also for that, to maintain the skills that are sharp. If I can do it as free as possible, that's the best case scenario. But all right, I'm done.